Jesus will.
I'm trying to think of a thing for like some stew, but no, I do sound like something from like some Irish people, like Irish people, like in New York City.
Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
More Weather Channel app or Red.
Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
That's the ice. Oh, goulash. Goulash. That's an antonym. That's a synonym for stew. Potatoes, corn.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively,
yeah, so we call like, so like,
because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
I know what goulash is.
Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start
because, well, not what it is, but because we have something like a regional meal of this that they call chop suey, and when I look it up, that's what it's also known as that.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it.
According to the internet, I didn't know until I looked up chop suey.
Accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back, you remember those 3 interceptions?
Nah, because that's what they said. I just looked up synonyms. That was one of the words I found. Something like you really take offense to. So I just
off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better.
But when I do think of goulash, though, I think of something that's served with a ladle.
They're going to have to come right back on.
You know what I mean? Like you said,
that's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Moore.
Yeah, even though like chop suey, I don't think that's like macaroni. That's like spaghetti with egg with elbows. Elbow macaroni.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. 25-yard line.
I made some like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, exactly.
The Lions offense
I
ready
made it
to
for like
kick
a week.
off their next drive.
Damn near.
And they'll start the drive with the Johnson. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nah.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense.
You want to
Great
eat,
job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Uncle Tay, I think it's Taylor.
Johnson.
I get it.
And they will stop him after a fairly middle pickup. Just a yard on the pickup.
You know what? There is corn, like, because I feel like when I used to bring like lunch to work, like in canned soup. There wasn't
much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
That I would
The
get.
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I want some potato soup.
Operating from the gun, Temple. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and get that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
My son.
On 3rd down, Temple. He's going to float this one deep right side. Patriot down the court. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
We'll get out there. 20, but if it's not windy, it's not going to be that bad.
They'll run for the first time.
But if it's windy,
nice move, but out of nowhere. Still backed up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play
try to send an
there,
email out
help.
talking
Now
about
they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Okay. We don't telework like that. My team doesn't telework like that. So I don't know who they're talking to. I'm wondering if they're talking about the admins or something. You did.
From his own end zone, Herbert. He's going to look deep now for Lamb. He's got him in, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert.
It was like maybe
out on the left side.
the 6th
This one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, I don't know what game it was.
This
One of my
game not
teachers,
quite
he
as
was
good
out.
as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I learned that none of them really had teeth. Not because he had like no teeth,
Setting up to throw on first down.
but because he said his teeth were forced.
Tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there. They forced the incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm guessing it's from, like, I don't know if it's from fighting or just
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Early on, they had all facets of the game.
Probably like if you could get 5 more.
I'm
just thinking like their thought process.
And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that
like,
conversation prior to the
I'd like
game.
to be my team,
if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct. It certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. 25-yard line.
Because they got enough money to get implants and like, I remember, I feel like a thing, but like an implant is just like, that's like a tooth.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
No, that's like a horse.
Pass leads to
Ears
2nd and
are
10
like
from the 25.
horse.
Here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing
that part right there. That
part. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed a wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions. It does look like none on this one either.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Landry. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go all the way to the last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself,
only out of necessity. Who would I ever do that?
Because someone on the field got confused? Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And down inside the 15 it goes. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA.
I have some norms of, quote unquote.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions, nothing.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this is complete. It's Allen. He's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. Lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
That has like terrible. You have to do. Why would you?
Chargers 41. Lions, nothing.
Look like trash.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
And I'm not saying this is
5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up.
Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
You're not. And
last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and
No, I'm not doing it. I don't really work from home.
Now the rookie second rounder
I can work from home, but I don't really work.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30.
If I'm going to work, I'm going to be in the
They'll wind
office.
up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second
Like
and
Monday,
long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Depending on what happens, I might go in the office.
Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep
Depending how the roads are and
balance
everything.
and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Get this one across the 45.
Oh, damn. They ready. They're ready.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down.
Man,
Temple.
he
is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play.
Okay, Las Vegas. Do it
so
all
you can
like
stay
you
on
said.
the field and accumulate big plays.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he won't get
I mean, since you already let people just take liquor on the road from the restaurant, I was like, oh my God.
Anything that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Temple. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the
football.
It's almost 11 on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on third down, Temple. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We're gonna look at that movie with Jamie.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first
I mean,
and 10.
I can tell you something to watch. I don't know if you be into it. You got Disney. You got Disney.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going
watch WandaVision. Watch that. It's really weird, but
no gain on that run. And while the team is down,
watch that. I watched the first episode. It's really weird.
Though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit, throwing it a little bit more.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Temple looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's
put life on right now.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, yes. My life. His life.
Operating from the gun. Temple. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the LA defense up the snuff and coverage.
I know it is it's a weird point. That is a random
down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
Yeah.
This kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
It doesn't default to it. Oh, you can't?
It in the middle of the end zone.
Oh, you can. It just doesn't. It just didn't default.
He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together.
It's crazy because you said you watch, what's the movie? The Heist?
Haven't they?
And that's how Money Heist is.
And pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Same. Yeah, I do the same thing. Like I like, especially if you watching a movie with someone and they talking, and they be not talking, but like talking like asking you questions. So you might miss something. But if you're reading along, you won't really miss too much. That's what. Or you don't hear something. Yeah, the volume be too low. You don't understand what they're saying. You don't have to keep rewinding it. Yeah. Yeah, we hear. So it's been. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. Mm-hmm. All right. Bye-bye.
To narrow that gap, and the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect.
First and goal.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Lions 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. It's a big part of their offense.
3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Temple. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
From the gun on 3rd down. Temple. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and Charger TD. This day wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Temple. They'll try and set up the screen with Swift. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. A nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last one got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And a 42-yard line down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, 3rd down here.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's the option. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can run with, because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment, shake off a really horrendous week the week before, and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
At the 8-yard line.
And they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try.
A 28-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back him up 5. They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. And they take a knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Once again, it's Swift. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try it now with Swift. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their